welcome back to the channel. It is currently 11:17 a.m. on Monday, January the 20th. It's precisely 20 hours past from the AFC Championship game. It's been almost a whole day since this game started, and it's only been about 15 hours since it ended. But ladies and gentlemen, I present you the team that is representing the AFC in Super Bowl 54 is the team that's on the screen. The Kansas City Chiefs are the AFC champions. They have done it. They have done it, and they did it at home. They have finally done it, and they're one step away from making history. This team has not won the Super Bowl in half a century. They have not won the Super Bowl in 50 years. They have not won the Super Bowl in 50 years. It's been 5 decades. And they are back. They are back. Everyone's saying if the Chiefs can win this Super Bowl, we are going to get a new era. And it's the Mahomes era. Everyone's going to forget about the Brady era. Well, maybe not everyone, but Mahomes is going to get the attention now. They are one win away. And let's just ramble off a few facts coming already. We're already getting predictions for the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. Well, less than 2 weeks, actually. Let's get out. Who's got the chance to win at this point? The Chiefs. They've got the chance to win. The Chiefs have a 65% chance to win Super Bowl 54. 65. Now, granted, we're 2 weeks out, but still. But they also have a 1 point over-under advantage. So, we do know what they will be playing. They will be playing the San Francisco 49ers, the gold miners from San Francisco, I like to call them. But that's gonna be the gold miners from San Francisco versus the Chieftains from Kansas City. In Super Bowl 54, it's gonna be red and gold versus red and yellow. And guess what? The AFC, the Chiefs, they're the home team. So they will get all the home they'll get they will get the Miami Dolphins locker room, which is not really a big deal, but it alternates years. So next year the NFC will be the home team, and then it alternates. So every even number, AFC gets the home game, NFC will get the away home game the following year. But I was the wrong person. The reason why I didn't do it yet video yesterday is because I like to watch reruns on the televised version. So that's what I was doing. I finished it up today, but for the second straight week, the Chiefs fell to a early deficit, 10-0, and then that offense clicked. It clicked, and it clicked, and it clicked. They had a goal to stop Henry. Mission successful. They passed that mission. What they got to do now, they got to do that all over again. Because they're going to be playing someone who rushed for 220 yards and 4 touchdowns. 220 yards and 4 touchdowns. And a improved defense, which I believe, if you're going to hold Derrick Henry, the best running back player, to only, 60 from 70 to 80 yards, and he's averaging about 180 yards a game, that's pretty impressive. Coming from a defense that's ranked 26th, 26th in the run game. Yeah, it may not feel a lot, being up increased by 5 spots, but what was their biggest run point they gave up? The only success the Titans had was on the play action. The longest run play I seen from Henry was about 13 yards. That was it. But it's kind of hard to believe though, because for me, it just feels weird. It feels like odd. Like for some reason, my brain is like, I don't know. It's overwhelming at this point. But my brain is still like trying to get up to date. It's like, I don't know. It's like confused on what just happened. Like it's telling me the Chiefs didn't make the Super Bowl when they actually did. It's just crazy. I don't know how to describe it. It's just shocking. It's shocking. It's we haven't had this feeling in 50 years. This is my first time I've ever had this feeling, obviously. But I don't know. I don't know. I did actually, when the confetti was flying around and stuff, I did manage to get some souvenirs, so I have that forever. But anyway, 2 weeks from now, actually a week and 6 days, it was the Chiefs and the Niners. And sorry, no, we won't be having the State Farm Bowl. Oh man, that would be a lot funny though. Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. But it will rematch Super Bowl 4. And I did not realize this though. Jack Buck, who is Joe Buck's father, who's gonna be calling the game. Jack did Super Bowl 1, and he also announced Super Bowl 4. And Joe Buck is doing the 100th season in Super Bowl 54, and the Chiefs are in it, which his father has done the first Super Bowl and the fourth Super Bowl, and you got to see the Chiefs win their first Super Bowl. So that's actually kind of neat, for his son to actually be 100 years later, he's doing the next Super Bowl the Chiefs win, or 50 years later. Well, actually, not 100 years later, but yeah, this would be a good game. This ain't gonna be no 13-3, no 3-0. This Super Bowl right here. This right here is gonna be one of the best Super Bowls ever in history. I'm gonna put it down right now. I'm going to say it right now. This is going to be the best Super Bowl ever in history. You got the best offense in the league going against the best defense in the league. Well, minus the Patriots, because that was just a complete disaster. I don't know what that was. That's overrated right there. The 49ers got the best defense in the league, on my opinion, no doubt. And the Chiefs got the best offense in the league. Not the Ravens. Screw them. I don't know what that is. That's overrated business through the charts. It's the Chiefs with the one offense, the Niners with the one defense. No question about it. This is going to be a good football game. It's going to be smash mouth, smash mouth, smash mouth until the 000 on the clock. And what 49ers are going to do, they're going to run it. They will run it. They'll keep Mahomes off the field. But that's what Houston and Tennessee's game plan has been the last couple of weeks. And the problem with this is, I do believe the Chiefs defense and the Chiefs will get rusty. We saw that against Houston. They were rusty that first quarter. They've always been a second quarter team. I don't know. But this will be a challenge. This is a chance for Andy Reid to punch a ticket to the Hall of Fame, because he can't get to the Hall of Fame without a Super Bowl title on his belt. So he needs this championship, which I do believe they can do that. By all means, there's no question about it. But they have a challenge, and it's a very intense challenge with a intense defense with the 49ers. And D Ford is on the opposite side of that field, who was a former Chief who actually blew us last year going to the Super Bowl. But this is the type of Super Bowl that's gonna be 50-49. This is the type of Super Bowl that's gonna be 50-49. Who's gonna win? It's gonna be down to 1 point separating the distance. It would be funny though if the Chiefs are trailing by like 4, and it's 4th and 5, like a minute to go in the game, and D Ford's offsides. That would be funny. And they end up losing the game. That'd be funny. But I'm also a little bit worried on this too. The Niners have won 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls. Very good in the Super Bowl. The only Super Bowl loss was in 2012 against the Ravens. But I can tell you this right now. That number goes to 7. That's 5 out of 7 because this team is hot. This is the hottest team in the league, this Chiefs team. They've won 8 in a row. And if you're going to win a championship, now's the time to do it, because you may not get another chance without the Ravens or the Patriots knocking on your doorstep. But it's way too early for predictions at this point. I will be doing a video next Sunday, a week away from the Super Bowl. That would be the predictions and what is on the line and all that stuff. But final score 35-24. Chiefs win. In Arrowhead, the Lamar Hunt Trophy is back. It's home, and it belongs in Kansas City. Until next week, and until the Super Bowl, Chiefs vs. San Fran in Super Bowl live from Miami. So long, and we will see you in a week or 2. Peace out, Chiefs Kingdom. Good night. And we will see you next week. Peace out.